In the ever-evolving world of Chinese entertainment, there have been many co-star couples who have been admired by the public. However, not all of them are able to leave as deep an impression as couples who share natural chemistry, gentle glances, and warmth that cannot be faked. That is what has made Zhang Linghe and Zhao Jinmai the center of attention lately. The two are not just talented young actors who happen to be paired in a project, but two individuals who seem to genuinely enjoy each other's company. More than that, they have something indescribable, something that makes the audience wonder, is this just acting, or are their feelings growing quietly behind the scenes? It all started with the way they looked at each other, a language without words, but full of meaning. When they first appeared in the same frame, their interaction was like two magnets attracting each other. Zhang Linghe, with his gentle aura and mature demeanor that made him seem always calm, often showed a gaze that seemed impossible to fake. Every time those eyes turned to Zhao Jinmai, there was a subtle sparkle that was hard to ignore. A gaze that said he was truly observing, understanding, and appreciating the girl in front of him. Many fans admit that they can feel the warmth even through their phone screens. There is sincerity that slips through his gaze, as if he is speaking in a language that only Jinmai can hear. On the other hand, Zhao Jinmai, with her youthful charm, natural cheerfulness, and always honest expressions, gave an equally captivating response. Her gaze was always clear, bright, and radiated a feeling of comfort. When she looked at Linghe, a small smile would appear unconsciously, as if her body reacted faster than her mind. There were many moments when Jinmai looked down shyly after being caught staring at Linghe for too long. It was spontaneous reactions like this that convinced fans even more that their relationship had an emotional dimension that went beyond the professional. In various interviews, the two showed a dynamic of comfort that was difficult to define. When Jinmai spoke, Linghe often looked at him intently, as if every word that came out of the girl's mouth was important to him. He didn't just hear her, he truly absorbed her words. That kind of gaze usually appears when someone truly sees the other person as something precious. Conversely, Jinmai shows a small but sweet habit. Every time she laughs, she reflexively turns to Linghe, as if to make sure that he is laughing with her. This simple but meaningful gesture is proof that Linghe is someone she wants to involve in her happy moments, even in seemingly small things. Their closeness became even more apparent when the camera captured their interactions behind the scenes. During breaks in filming, Linghe often stood close to Jinmai, without seeming awkward or trying to keep his distance. It was as if he wanted to make sure he was always within reach of the girl, not in an obvious way, but with a simplicity that felt even sweeter. In several clips that have circulated, there are moments when Jinmai is talking to staff, but Linghe's gaze does not stray from her. Not in a way that makes her uncomfortable, but in a way that gives the impression that he doesn't want to miss a single expression from Jinmai. The gaze is intense, yet gentle, like someone who likes someone but is trying to hide it. Zhao Jinmai also shows signs of attraction that often seem natural. She doesn't keep her distance, doesn't put up the barriers that usually exist between two actors who are not yet very familiar with each other. During the photo shoot, she easily synchronizes her body language with Linghe, as if she is already accustomed to his presence. When the photographer asked them to strike a pose together, Jinmai looked comfortable, often unconsciously shifting his weight slightly toward Linghe. And every time Linghe adjusted his pose, Jinmai quickly followed suit, demonstrating a harmony of movement usually seen only between two people who are very close. There was one thing that made their interaction even more interesting. Neither of them seemed to be trying. There was no pretense, no stiffness, no exaggerated gestures. Everything flowed smoothly, subtly, and sincerely. This is what made many viewers feel that something was truly there. Whether they were together in an interview, reading a script, or just in the same room, an aura of warmth always seemed to exist between them. Even in silence, their relationship spoke volumes. One of the most talked about moments was when the camera captured Linghe's gaze lingering for 2 seconds too long as Jinmai laughed. 2 seconds that might mean nothing to others, but to fans who had been observing their dynamics, it felt like a silent confession. And when Jinmai noticed the gaze, she smiled slightly, looked down, then looked back at Linghe with sparkling eyes. That brief interaction was proof to many that whatever was going on between them was more than just a work requirement. When attending promotional events, the two also showed a familiarity that was difficult to hide. When walking together, their steps were almost always in sync. When one stopped to greet fans, the other adjusted accordingly. When Jinmai seemed a little nervous facing the crowd, Linghe gently leaned closer to give him a sense of security. Body language like this is not usually done if their relationship is purely professional. There is a desire to protect, care for, and be there as someone who can be relied on. It's no wonder that many viewers have begun to describe their relationship as unconscious love growing. They may not say it openly, they may not show very obvious gestures, but it is precisely these little things that make their relationship feel so real. There is no need for excessive touch or romantic words. Their gaze is enough to make the world believe that feelings are blossoming. If asked whether they are truly in love with each other, of course no one knows for sure except the two of them. But what the world can see is how they look at each other in such a warm, gentle, and attentive way. The way Zhang Linghe pays attention to every expression on Zhao Jinmai's face, the way Jinmai responds with a shy but sincere smile, and the way they both look comfortable in each other's company, all form a puzzle that slowly pieces together the bigger picture. The two of them seem caught in a connection that is difficult to explain. In the entertainment world, which is full of image building and pretense, authenticity is rare. And perhaps that is why this couple is so captivating, because what they show feels real. It feels alive. It feels like two hearts that know each other more deeply than what is seen on screen. Are they really falling in love? Or is this just the beautiful dynamic between two young people who respect each other? There is no definite answer. What is clear is that the way they look at each other has become a story in itself. A story that makes millions of fans feel the warmth, smile, and hope. Because love, even when unspoken, can still be clearly seen through the eyes.